I'd like to welcome Minister Rabbitte to the House. First motion, Senator Kelly.
Thank you, Chairman.
Sure.
I'll be done in one. Minister, I also want to welcome you to the House. I want to raise the issue of postcodes, something I raised under the order of business some weeks ago. I understand that we're one of the last remaining countries in Europe that don't have postcodes in place. And I think the whole process of introduction of postcodes was initiated back in 2006, and in 2009 the Minister of Communications at the time, Eamon Ryan, said that postcodes would be in place by 2011, and nothing has happened to date. The reason I raised this issue is that I'm looking at it from an emergency services point of view more than anything else. I know that it has other benefits from postal delivery, etc., but from the emergency service point of view. And I know that in Dublin, if an ambulance doesn't arrive within 8 minutes, it's almost a crime. But unfortunately, down the country in rural Ireland, if you're lucky, you'll have an ambulance in 45 minutes. And I recently saw an ambulance passing through my own town, and I saw it going out my own road, so I stayed behind it to see. I was just curious in case there was an emergency in the area. And I saw the ambulance pull up on 2 occasions. And on both occasions, they were looking for directions. And on both occasions, they ended up talking to non-national ladies that didn't really understand what they were looking for. So I followed them, and they eventually found our community park where an incident had happened. But that's the kind of difficulties when we don't have postcodes in place. And I mean, we need them in place so that emergency services can accurately pinpoint their destination. And it is particularly a problem late at night when there's absolutely nobody around to give directions for the emergency service. So I'd appreciate your response, Minister. Thank you.
And thank you to my colleague Senator Kelly for raising this issue. I agree entirely with him. It is an issue of some importance, and not only for the critical area that he has raised in respect of the emergency services. He's also correct, Cathaoirleach, in that Ireland is the only country in the EU and the OECD that doesn't have a postcode. However, I have to say that my government is strongly committed to introducing a national postcode system in Ireland. In July 2009, the then government approved the launch of a procurement process for a national postcode based on the report of the National Postcode Project Board. In 2010, the department established a postcode steering group and appointed PA Consulting to assist it in introducing and implementing a national postcode system. During 2010, the department undertook a wide-ranging consultation on the implementation of a national postcode system, and for some reason thereafter, the subject lost urgency. More than 60 different interested parties were met as part of that process. The department received a unanimous welcome for the introduction of a national postcode system. There is continued strong support in the commercial sector, in particular, for the development of a national postcode model to drive competitiveness in the broader economy and, in turn, contribute to a better jobs environment. Government departments and agencies also see the benefit of postcodes in helping them deliver services to the public, especially in these challenging economic times, and Senator Kelly has instanced one such critical service. The procurement process for postcodes began in January of 2011 with the publication of a pre-qualification questionnaire on www.etenders for the appointment of a postcode management licence holder. Since then, intensive work has taken place on what is an extremely complex national project with many different interdependent aspects to it. The key general areas where benefits will be derived from a national postcode system include improved efficiency and accuracy of internal business processes as a result of improved accuracy and consistency of databases across public and private sectors, delivery of improved efficiencies with regard to logistics, including emergency services, better planning and analysis capabilities across public and private sectors, providing a stimulus to mail volumes through improved direct marketing capabilities, enabling organisations to improve existing services and or develop new service offerings, and facilitating improved efficiencies and quality improvements in the mails sector. It is expected that a final tender in the postcode procurement will be issued to all qualified bidders in the weeks immediately ahead. The proposals in response to that tender will in turn be evaluated by the postcode evaluation team. A preferred option will be chosen and a recommendation will be brought by me to government in September. Finally, I should point out that the final decision to proceed with the implementation of a national postcode will, of course, be one for government and will be based on appropriate financial, technical and operational considerations. I cannot give a precise date on when this decision will be made, but I intend that it will be no later than the third quarter of this year.